deal with aeroplane food?
Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like it's come a long way since it's sort of fucking kicked off, eh?
Sure.
Yeah.
How the fuck are ya?
Yeah, right. You right there, mate?
Yeah, mate, I'm just looking at all the fucking wealth that I've accumulated. I'm a fucking baller. Floyd
Yeah.
Mayweather ain't got shit on this.
Yeah?
I'm keeping all my money, I'm bringing it in, and I'm just looking after it. I'm holding on to it, man. I'm not
Is it-
spending a dime.
This isn't even a Coles trolley, it's a Spud Shed trolley.
Yeah, it's cheaper value.
Yeah.
But still good though. Good digs. That's for sure. So yeah.
Do you reckon I should get a fucking fan on that? I think it's too hot. Should be alright.
Yeah, let's take a gamble. Okay.
Back into it. We've been having some heated discussions about money and business.
I'm heating up.
So just to kind of go back to the start, I think it's cute that Floyd Mayweather thinks he can buy Newcastle United,
It's cute.
but I think he's going to be breaking the bank a bit. You know
Does
what I
he
mean?
know anything about Newcastle and United?
No. He doesn't know anything about
Or-
football in general.
It's soccer
Soccer.
in general.
I think he's just trying to garner publicity. I don't think he's serious. That would be significantly breaking the bank. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I've heard that it's like I've got this book at home. I think it's called Soccernomics,
Yeah.
and it's like says how a football club is is like one of the worst things that you can invest in because like they're just money pits.
yeah,
Like
Yep.
especially like depends if you're in charge of like a massive club like Man United or Barcelona or something like that has huge worldwide appeal. You could probably make some money off it because of like merchandise and shit like that. 'Cause-
merchandise sales in Asia.
yeah, just outsourcing to like sweatshops and selling them for like £120 for a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit like that, like merchandising. But if you own like a mid tier English club or something, that's not really that popular. You're in for a bad time, I think.
It's probably just the status. It's like, yeah, I own an entire team.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you'd have to be passionate about the sport. Like,
Yeah,
if you were going to get a mid-tier like team,
Yeah, Newcastle, are they even in the Premier League? I think they got
I think they're in Division
relegated.
1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in like Championship.
That's not. Why would he bother doing that then?
Yeah, I think it's a joke. He's a baller. Money. What's it called?
Money talks?
Money Mayweather.
Oh, yeah.
He's a baller, but he's a baller in the celebrity bracket, as I was saying before. Like back in your box, buddy. You know what I mean? Like you're not
Yeah.
a business baller.
You're not a Russian oligarch.
Yeah.
You haven't committed crimes against humanity. Come on, dude.
They are in the Premier League.
Okay.
Oh, really? Congratulations.
13th place currently.
So what we discovered just now is that, first of all, we looked up the Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich at about 11.5 billion.
Roman.
That's
Yeah,
impressive.
That's his net worth, yeah.
He's a businessman. Then we went over to
Manchester City.
the Oil Boys
Oil
over at Man
Boys.
City.
Yeah.
Sheikh Mansour, what was he at? 17
Yeah, it says at least 17 billion pounds.
pounds. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're
Pounds of how much money?
Pounds of oil.
Answer me.
and then
Who's his mate?
I don't know how you say it. Zaradine
Yeah.
with 90 billion and his family fortune of at least $1 trillion. That's
Yeah.
fucked.
So I hadn't heard about this guy who. What's this source?
This is just straight off Wikipedia.
Okay.
So you know it's accurate.
pending some like fact checking, I
Yeah.
would say some follow up. I haven't heard of this guy who's got 90 billion pounds as well.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Sounds like they've won the game.
well, they're about to fucking win the Premier League by a lot.
The whole rudimentary virtual reality game we've set up, they've won it. But
Congratulations.
yeah, congrats.
We all die.
What are you going to do now? What's next?
Yeah, I would go out on a whim and say,
Drag
On a-
race Lamborghinis.
what do they do? They
And
get
then throw 'em
like
out.
they get their like Jeeps on the side wheels and they
Those
stand on the
videos are
top.
funny.
And it's like, woo! And then they're wearing like robes as well. Like it's like the easiest thing to like get caught and trip.
yeah.
Like you guys are badass, living on the edge.
Nihilistic.
Yeah. I would go out on a whim and say, and I think
Isn't it a limb?
no, is it going out on a limb?
I thought it was a limb.
On a whim.
I thought a whim is
Go out on a limb.
a whim is something, but I don't think it's.
I thought it would say I'd go on a whim, go out on a whim, and say that
I'm not sure.
They both come up in Google search.
maybe they're.
But limb
they
comes
mean
up
the same
first.
thing.
Stand on your limb, and what do you got to say?
So, I would say the majority of baller businessmen, and I think Tim Ferriss said this at some point, and I can't tell you when he said it or what episode, but he definitely said it. Definitely heard it come out of his mouth.
I believe you.
I don't.
Most businessmen get into that mindset and that behavior that propels them to success. And I'm talking like mostly about like their work ethic and their ability to just go 100%, 150% over the top, committed to what they're doing. But I think a lot of them, they achieve success and they become ballers, and it's actually almost as hard as it was to get into that way of being, that behavior, to develop those characteristics to achieve that success. For them, it's just as difficult to switch that off and relax and enjoy the wealth. So I think a lot of when we're talking about what do these guys do with this fucking baller amount of money, I think a lot of them are just like so indoctrinated into their business lives that they're just flat out.
They can't get out of the obsession and an addiction of
It's just
accumulating.
Yeah,
part
it's
of
like
who they
just
are
looking
now.
at your bank account and just watching it tick over. Like,
like they're not going to stop and enjoy it, because that's my mindset. It's like if I made like 10 mil, I'd be like,
Jesus,
that's it. Let's shut up shop.
tell you who did shut
you
up
later.
shop. James Packer.
Bloody oath
He's
he
packed
did.
it up. Pack her up, boys.
What did he do?
He
He's
resigned from the board,
stepped down
didn't he?
from
As the director of Crown
Crown Hotels.
Hotels? Or
Yeah,
Whatever
but
you
does
call
that
it.
mean he's going to do nothing now, or does he do other things?
I don't know.
It'd either
Did
be-
you read the article?
I heard it on the news, but they didn't really go into too much detail. But it was like
They said
he's either taking a back seat or he's just
I
throwing in the towel.
saw them say something about psychological problems or
Yeah.
like personal problems that he's had for years.
Yeah.
But he's on the fringe, I think. But he was born into wealth, wasn't he? Like his dad was Kerry Packer was a
Yeah.
Aussie baller.
James Packer's net worth is $4 billion US.
Yeah, I think he's on the fringe of what I'm talking about, where that you can't switch off. I mean, he seems to have a pretty sweet time. Like he's dated Miranda Kerr. He's shacked up with bloody.
Yeah,
What's her name?
He
Yeah,
was
he
with
still
Mariah
has-
Carey,
yeah.
but they broke up.
Did they?
Yeah, you say he still has
Should know that.
psychological problems, so
Yeah.
maybe none of it was worth it in the first place.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. But it was thrust upon him, though. I think it's like the same with Gina Reinhardt. She came from
Rich family.
wealth,
Yeah.
and then
All their
took the
kids,
reins.
all their kids are worth like $1 billion each or something, and they
yeah,
all like resent the fuck out of her.
yeah. I saw a photo of her recently in a lecture at uni. She was like super young, like skinny, like pretty attractive.
I've never seen her young.
Yeah, but I've only ever seen pictures of her as like a big.
She looks like
fat
that thing from Star
bitch.
Wars.
Yeah, like that's an endearing comment. Sorry, Gina. Hope you're not watching.
Yeah, I'm sure she is. Yeah.
Probably get whacked in the middle of the night tonight. She's got the kind of money that can do that. It's like Putin.
So, what, she's sort of fallen apart over the years.
She's a
She looks totally different. This photo I saw of her young, I was like, damn, she's like a very attractive young woman. And then like you see her now, it's just like, you've changed. You've changed a lot.
That's not true.
Nah.
You just Google Trump worth 3.1 billion. I reckon he's in the negatives. That's why he's in the pocket of Putin and all these oligarchs.
Yeah.
Surely,
Yeah.
I don't think he's worth anything. He probably knows it too. He knows he's worthless.
Probably a lot of it's not even in.
That's why he's so
A
pathologically
lot of
fucked.
it wouldn't even be in, like money. It'd all be invested in different shit.
Oh,
but
assets and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would,
like all these hotels and shit.
I hate talking about money like this.
I would-
So gross.
It's just interesting though, like how certain people get to this point. It's like, how the fuck, like, like nowadays, if you're just starting from nothing, you don't have like a wealthy family or something, you got to come up with something pretty groundbreaking.
Like, imagine if an animal in nature did what people like that did and just accumulated their resources and
Like a
just
squirrel with
Collecting
acorns
nuts. Acorns.
at the
balling.
at the expense of like all the other squirrels around it. And it'd be so bizarre. You'd be like, that is so biologically wrong. What's
Yeah.
going on there?
Yeah, you don't see that in nature,
But
do you? Like
humans do it.
animals share, and
But-
typically,
Yeah,
I'm
but
thinking,
I'm trying to think of more like lions or something, or wolves. They all have like an alpha.
yeah,
Is that sort of similar? Well, that's
Sort
more
of.
like a government.
it is, isn't it? Like it's a
That's
bit
not so much
that.
like wealth.
Well, I think with the alpha, he's just the leader, and I think he gets the organ meats first.
Yeah.
But apart from that,
So you've got to vie to be the strongest, like animal in the pack, and then you get the best. You get like the best shit.
bears sort of do that. They eat as much as they can before they hibernate,
Yeah,
but then they spend an entire season resting.
Yeah,
that's
Which-
that's like
that's
superannuation.
the best
Superannuation.
fucking life.
I can get on board with that.
Would you say superannuation?
It's a little bit like
I
superannuation.
mean, like pension.
You're just building that shit up
Yeah.
for later on when you're fucking old and decrepit and you can't get out of bed.
Except you do it every year.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be decrepit like that, though. So.
Live to 150, I reckon.
200.
200.
Go on. Go on.
Bump those numbers up.
Don't cut me short.
Yep.
Living in VR world or AR.
We already are.
Imagine this, right?
Yes.
Every year, 6 months, first 6 months, you're young, healthy, you can work, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Go for it. Second half of the year, 6 months, you lose. Let's say you get down to like 25% of your capabilities that you had when you were like young and born.
Yeah.
Right? So you're basically old, bedridden, you can't do anything for 6 months. Like
Every year.
Yeah, every year, man. You got to go through the whole cycle of bullshit.
Are you like sick or are you just like weak and
You're just weak and like
Frail.
it's just the way it is. Like, you know, like we accept things as they are now. Like this is how it is. How would you operate
I
Wait,
just
in that
accept
first 6 months?
So there's no. I thought you were going to say, would you do this like the 6 month you're decrepit? You would get a certain amount of money, but you had to spend 6 months. Like what?
it? No, this is just how
so-
life is.
Yeah. Okay. How would I deal with it?
Yeah, how
What
would
did
you
you
do
do
that?
in the
Like,
six-
what would you
6
do in
months
your
of
good 6
good
months
health?
to get by in the bad?
Or do I have to prepare myself for the shit?
Yeah, man. You can't.
Ugh.
You
Is there an
can't go
option
out
to
and,
not
like-
take that option?
Can I just kill myself?
You can. But it's just a thought experiment.
Social
What would I
experiment.
do? I would tell everybody I met that, hey, 6 months. I'm not
Everyone
going
else
to leave
knows.
the house.
Everyone
Yeah.
else knows because they all go through it.
Yeah.
Do you get like Centrelink in that 6 months? Because you there's some sort of disability pension.
No, you don't get
No?
any support from anyone else other than yourself and what you choose to do in that first 6 months when you have the health and resources to do.
That's a pretty tough
Shit.
question.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do. I'd
Because if you decided to like work full, like flat out, just to have enough money to be able to afford to like keep yourself, maintain yourself.
yeah, that
you're not
sounds
living, man.
that sounds terrible. 6 months of the year, you're frantically preparing for.
And then you're basically
The massive
debilitated
death.
for 6 months, and then during
Yeah, I think I'd just kill myself.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
okay,
the best
so that
way.
sucks.
Yeah. So good hypothetical question.
I wanted to
You're just going to kill the whole population.
yeah.
Is everyone on the same 6 month schedule, or it's all different? My 6 months could start
God.
now. Yours could start in 2 months.
I think we killed it, but I'll answer it anyway. We're all on the same cycle.
Oh no! It's going to be a lot of non-productive people in a 6 month period.
Yeah.
I think the world would just go to shit. You know how they have that like Earth Hour thing? How like
Is that where you turn all your lights off? or-
yeah,
Yeah.
like
When is it?
I don't know.
Is it a real thing?
Yeah, I think it's in like April or something.
Oh, it's coming up soon.
Yeah, set your bloody calendar.
It's coming up in our
April
lifetime.
20th.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you get it?
I don't.
I get it.
I don't. Oh, right. Okay. Now I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Earth Hour.
Yeah, Earth Hour. Imagine if they did that, but like Earth Day and like every business around the world just like shut down for a day, turn all your fucking electronic devices off, like
Christmas.
the whole power grid just went down for one day, what do you reckon would happen? Be chaos?
I think I read
That'd be
something
sick.
that said if that happened, like if all the planes stopped going, all the cars stopped going just for a day, it would cool the atmosphere or something. Like that would impact.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd have so many
Briefly.
different effects, but also a lot of negative things. I think it'd be like the Purge. Like,
Yeah.
can't be
Everyone
stealing and killing
Purge
cunts.
all the
There'd be no like security cameras and things like that.
Wow.
Yeah, it
So
could
there's
take a sinister turn.
Oh, it definitely would.
There's so many shit cunts out there. I was going to say cunts, but
And then you was like,
that's a rude word. But shit cunts,
that's fine.
I'll fling that around
Dog
everywhere.
cunts.
So it's like,
So, yeah.
oh fuck, I forgot again.
So what you're saying is like, really, there's a very thin veil covering our primacy, our primal instincts.
Oh, yeah.
Everything we've set up is just to keep it all going, keep us all in line.
Yeah.
And if that sort of stopped, then what would come up to the surface?
If
Yeah.
it was talking about the purge sort of thing, if it was legal to kill people for like a day, fuck me, man. I reckon you'd see a lot of people around you just change. You'd be like, dude, I didn't know you had it in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you maintaining it for so long? How are you keeping it in?
Maybe we
premise-
should do that.
The premise
just to,
of
like-
it is like hell fucked up, but also like kind of cool because it's like you get all your anger out and whatever else. It's like you're building up for that one day of the year where you can just.
But you shouldn't be building up anger throughout the year.
Yeah.
You should sort of let
But
that
like-
come and go.
But
You got
they
some
know.
problems.
See those
but-
emotions rise and let them pass.
But they let them build
do
up.
some meditation. Instead of the purge, let's just meditate.
Meditate for 12 hours straight.
Jesus.
Or 5 minutes
24
every day.
hours.
I don't know.
That's probably a better one.
Yeah,
That's
but,
not as good of a movie though.
but
Yeah.
if you knew that you had that one day every year, you would just let it build up because you'd be like, it's all right.
I would.
So it's like
It's
a
coming up.
self-fulfilling thing then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like if you know you've got it, you're going to entertain those thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, fuck Joe next door. She always gets up and bloody...
Oh, she's a girl.
mows. Yeah, she's a girl.
I
man.
thought it was
we
a
can
boy.
Talk about, we can talk about it. She gets up and mows the lawn at
No,
6
she's
a.m. every
Joe.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd fucking kill that bitch.
I think that's illegal. I don't think you can operate power tools before a certain
Yeah,
time.
that's why I want to kill her.
Yeah, she's disobeying the law. You're just abiding by it. If
Yeah.
you kill her during the correct hours, she mows her lawn in the incorrect hours, she gets
You're
killed
going to get whacked. You're going to
in
get
the-
whacked.
in the right hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Take
think
it.
I'd just stay inside.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do in the movie, don't they? They just lock themselves in their house.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
this shit.
So I saw the second one recently, and it's called The Purge. What's it called? Election Year or something
Oh,
like
it's
that?
on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah,
Keeps
and
popping up on mine.
It's the general idea is there's this like lady who's campaigning for presidency, and she wants to abolish the purge and stuff, and she like years before she had a bad incident where her whole family was like murdered on the
Jesus.
purge. Anyway. So all her security guys tell her, like, yeah, so it's purge night tomorrow or whatever, or like, in 12 hours, you are a high risk target. Like people are going to try and kill you. Like the
Yeah.
guys in power that are like pro purge are going to try and kill you. We recommend that you go to this facility that's like super secure and stuff. And she's like, no, I want to be at home.
You
I
could
want to be at home in Washington.
You couldn't trust anyone. They're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we'll
Well,
set you up in
yeah.
this safe house. And then that's probably what happens, isn't it?
I mean, I don't want to go into it, but it's basically, yeah.
Spoil the movie. Who gives a fuck about the purge?
It's just a shitty, American Hollywood fucking slasher like movie where people just get fucked up.
Yeah.
You don't watch it for the narrative. It's not like
That's true.
super. It's no Goodwill Hunting.
It's no Forrest Gump.
Have you seen it yet?
No.
Oh boy, sorry, I haven't seen Dead Poet Society yet.
It's no Yogi Bear 3D.
Ooh. Yeah, right.
Yogi Bear.
Is that even a movie?
He doesn't hibernate.
Yeah, he just fucking.
He's been
He's
assimilated
picked his
star.
into human culture.
Yeah, he's a star, man. He's beloved.
He has a hat, doesn't he?
Have time to hibernate.
He's not real.
Just crushing my dreams.
Yeah. So no, there are some ballers out there though.
Oh yeah, ballers.
Just
Yeah.
bring that one back up. Nah. Yeah, I agree with you though. It hurts me to talk about money. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I go through
I just
different
feel empty.
phases. One day I'm like, fuck, I wish I was just like a baller. Like, I wish I had some wicked idea that like sprung up this company and whatever. And then other days I'm like, nah, fuck that shit. Like,
Yeah, I'm
fuck
gonna
money,
move to the wilderness and live a life of pure zen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I go through weird ups and downs of like complete opposite.
It's funny because like I've always like over the years throughout my studies and working and stuff, I always had ambitions to be like financially comfortable, which is like kind of a modest way to say that I want to be like a little bit of a baller. But it's funny that I've had that goal in mind in the future, but for the past like 6 years now since high school, I've been living like a relatively low income, like modest lifestyle.
Yeah.
And it's not even that bad.
Yeah, I was about to say, like
I've
obviously there's
gotten through.
Yeah, there's like restrictions,
You know?
but like with what you have and what like money you can spend, you know your limits and you can still have a sick time.
Yeah, but what kind of car do you have, dude?
He's got a modest
It's all right.
modest car.
Yeah. But no, I don't like. For me, it comes from within as well. Like wanting to be financially comfortable. I don't subscribe to status and stuff. Like I need this car because I want people to think about me a certain way. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it
It's-
gets very like self-centered and
Yeah, for me, it's like
egotistical
I just
pretty
want to be
quick. comfortable
comfortable for myself. I want to, I don't want to be comfortable in a nice house.
Yeah.
So people are like, yo, you live in a nice house, bro.
Desire is perpetual, and it's briefly rewarding, but the next day you'll realize that it didn't fill any sort of void.
it's just
Yeah.
like a constant cycle as well. You like get that new car and you're like,
Yes.
cool, I got the new car. Now I want to like upgrade my house. You do that, and then it's
Yeah.
just the next thing. The
It's-
next thing is never like an end.
Oh, now I'm hungry.
Yes, I forgot to help my body, and now I'm just a fat cunt with lots of money.
It's very materialistic. If I was to talk about right now in my life, like I just want to be able to afford to go and do my fucking Muay Thai classes.
Yeah, I just want to afford to go back to doing yoga again.
Yeah, I want to be able to afford to go to yoga once a week. I want to be able to afford my Muay Thai classes, which I really want to do for my health, and I want to be able to afford to do a float every now and then.
Yeah,
it's fucking expensive.
Just groceries, and I want to buy those toe shoes. Finger
I was
shoes.
looking at
I
them the
actually
other
want to go
day.
running in those.
And that's
I
it.
don't think I could bring myself to do it because they
don't
just
give a
look
shit.
like fucking retarded.
But
I
I
don't give a
think
shit.
they're really good. Like that's how you're meant to.
It's like your toes are like all
Yeah, it lets
separated
them-
and they can like actually
yeah.
grip onto the floor
Yeah,
properly.
it's meant to be like that.
Yeah.
It strengthens your foot muscles and yeah, man.
Because if
I wanna
you've
get on that.
ever just gone climbing or something, just like you're going for a hike or whatever, you're just like hanging out, you climb up on some big rock or up a little cliff face. You can't do it in shoes.
Yeah,
or
because
it's just not as
your
well.
foot's like
You can
that.
Yeah.
It's like just slips.
Yeah.
Get your toes stuck in there. Get your toes stuck in.
It's like rock climbing shoes, I think. Or they don't like spread your foot apart, but it's like it's very flexible, so you can at least like press like your
Yeah,
toes
so you can
down.
get
I still don't like them though.
Yeah.
I've never worn them. I've just seen people using them, and they seem to be pretty good.
Man, you know how we went through that phase where we it was like a month-long phase. We
Rock
started going
climbing?
to rock climbing like
Yeah, rock
once a week or
climbing's
something.
sweet.
But you still have to pay for it.
Yeah. But there was some fucking freaks down there, man.
Yeah.
Like people going full vertical, like not
Horizontal.
Yeah.
They were getting horizontal.
Yeah.
I guess they don't
Getting-
pay for it. Like they have some sort of deal going on. I don't.
Yeah, it was probably
They
probably people
work
that
there
work
and
there.
stuff,
Yeah,
and then they
Yeah.
and then like the regulars would probably get some kind of discounted thing. I'd assume maybe I don't know.
Would you?
There's like a gym there as well, so
fun,
like
though.
they might have a membership to the gym and they can just rock climb whenever they want.
Yeah. So obviously you've been down to the float place.
Yeah.
Do you reckon it would be alright to work there? Because I'd totally work there to get like cheap floats.
I guess so. Like it wouldn't be too complex of a job.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get that job. Would you just go there and be like, "Can I work here?" Or I don't know.
Can I just hang around
It
for a
seems
bit?
like it'd be like hell chill when you just like put people
Because I
in
went
and tell them how to do
to, I
it.
go to the East Perth one, and I've only ever seen 2 dudes there.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't know how much hiring they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to like explain to the viewers what floating is and what are the benefits and shit like that?
No.
Okay, let's move on.
That's a colloquial term, right? To float. Like if you don't know
I
what
don't
it
think
is.
I don't think many people know what it is. To be honest,
Well, they can just Google it, but yeah.
But sensory
I don't know, such a
deprivation.
dick
Tanks.
about it. But, yeah, it's just a pod that you go in that's body temperature, water, no sound. It's pitch black.
Yeah.
That's about it.
And the water's packed full of those. What are they called?
it's like salts and things, isn't it?
certain type of salt.
So sometimes there's magnesium. I don't know.
Yeah, and you're virtually weightless when you sit in the water.
Yep.
And then
Lay in the water.
and it's pitch black. You can play music in there as well. Do they have like
At the
speakers
start
inside?
and then at the end.
Yeah,
So it's just a relaxation and sort of. It's like separating your body and mind or some shit. I don't know.
It's like
I've never done it.
it's like turbo meditation.
yeah.
Turbo meditation.
Upgrades it a bit. But I actually don't like it as much as normal meditation.
Mm.
Because I can't help but think like I have to get something out of it. Where meditation you can just sit down like just whatever's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've got all these ideas in my head about the float, but yeah. If you don't put Vaseline on cuts and stuff around on your body, it hurts.
Ouch.
Ooh, like for the entire thing, or just at the start until you sort of get used to it and it sort of like seeps
Well,
in a
you
bit.
get used to it, yeah.
That'd
but
probably
Yeah.
be pretty.
I've never gotten used to it. I always get out and put more on.
They'd have to like disinfect those things, though. Like the
Yeah, there's
pods.
like huge filters, so it's
Yeah.
all good.
Do you know how popular these things are? Like when you're at the centre, have they ever spoken to them and asked like how many people do they get coming through? And
Well, they have 3 different locations, so and there's a new one in South Perth. I think there's probably others.
yeah,
Usually like pretty booked out too, so I think it's really popular.
yeah. Fuck, I really want to go, but it
what's the
keep
price?
saying that.
was like $80 or something, around $80 if you know.
$79 for a casual pass, but if you're a member, it's like 60.
What does casual pass
Or-
mean? Is that just like a one-off thing, or that's like
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's just like you go in and pay for it.
that's fucked?
yeah.
You could just make your own. Just get a big tub at home. Sit in your bath. Fill that up with
yeah.
water and bath salts.
Possibly if you have a huge bath.
Yeah, you need one of those like spa baths that some hotels have.
What I really want though is like access to a sauna, etc. That'd be. I've never done one.
Yeah.
Ever.
No.
It's
Oh,
very
shit.
it's very strange. It
Yeah.
can be pretty uncomfortable if you're not like used to it.
I want them heat shock proteins.
Yeah, yeah. Man, if I ever go on holiday or I'm at a hotel and there's a sauna, that's it. I'm in there, man.
There's always lots of
Yeah.
old boys in there,
For a long
and they
time.
just get their kid off.
Yeah.
Or like you
Old
got you
dicks.
got you got your kid off, but
Get their kid off.
yeah, kit,
Oh,
clothing,
gotcha.
not kid.
And then
Yeah,
they look
get
at you
your
funny
kid off.
because you don't have your dick out.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm a millennial. Like I don't do this
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It's like that. There's when you did primary school swimming lessons, and you go down to the local swimming hole, aquatic centre, and you'd be in the change rooms, and there'd always be like some old boy, like getting changed in the
Yeah.
corner, like just full on like cock out. It's like, come on, man. There's like primary school kids everywhere.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
That's
And they
fucked.
always had like monstrous. I don't know if it's because like we were like super young, so like
Dad.
you're way smaller and everything seems bigger. But
They had dad dicks.
yeah, they had massive ass dad dicks.
Yeah. Don't take your dick out around kids.
Yeah, as a general
that's
rule.
a good rule. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
PSA.
in the locker room, it's like fine, but if you step out that door, then you get arrested.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
weird.
not
That's
exposure.
weird. Why is it so acceptable in a change room that an old guy can just get his dick out
Well,
around lots of kids? Like, just go in a cubicle or something.
Well, I mean, because
Yeah.
obviously we've designated it as an area
As a
to
changing
get
area.
yeah, but like go in
get
a
your dick out
go in a
room.
cubicle or something, not just like right in the middle, like
yeah.
amongst it all.
That's a grey area for me. I feel like if there's kids around, you yeah, just like go into the
You
cubicle.
just
like,
use a bit of common sense.
you know.
Here's a question. What's your approach to public bathrooms? Like, if there's like a urinal that fits 3 people, do you go in the middle, or do you even go to the urinal in the first place? Are you one of those cowards that wait for the stall to be open and then go in there?
Oh, no, no.
One of those fucking.
I get around the urinal.
Yeah, I
straight
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
I'll go right in the middle.
You're
Yeah.
Fuck
you're a
it.
terrible
So you're
person.
talking, you're talking if there's like 2 guys
There's
at
an
a
odd-
3-man urinal
Yeah.
either side of
Oh,
you.
If there's enough space.
I thought you were going to say like there's 3 free ones and you went to the middle one.
Because you,
So like
yeah,
you're
'cause you
playing a
never
game-
do that.
It's you're playing a game of chess here, or checkers. Like if you go into the middle, no one can go on either side. If you go on the left or the right, someone could go on the opposite one to you, and there's
Yeah.
still a space
And
in
then
the
there's
middle.
a space for a brave young man to
Like
come in.
Lockie,
Just step up there. It's
Yeah.
my time to shine.
if it's
That's
like
it.
a packed house, like nightclub scene, 10 boys like lining up, and like there's a free one and no one's going, I'm going to that one.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But like lots of guys are just like, ooh.
I'll normally go to that one in a nightclub scene because when I'm in a nightclub, I wait till the very last second till I got to piss, and then it's like you got to run from that dance floor and get there.
Even if I have to take a shit, I'll use the urinal too. I'm not a coward.
I tell you what,
fucked.
taking a shit at a nightclub is a bad time.
Yeah.
Every single nightclub. Let's say a nightclub heats up at about. Fuck, I'm not going off anything factual here. Let's say like 10:30, it starts to get a bit like right. I give it half an hour before the urinal is like unshittable inable. Like it's fucked up. There's toilet roll, fucking lights, man. There's piss on the fucking walls, drooling down. There's like graffiti.
Shit
Someone's like
smeared on the
doing
wall
that
for
dip.
some
It's like-
reason.
Yeah,
Someone always vomits in the like the trough.
yeah.
And
I've
it's
seen
just-
people doing that. I'm like, man,
Yeah, I'm like,
this guy.
come on, man.
I was telling you the other day about the raffles.
Yeah, yeah.
Years ago when that was still a thing you did.
What, the guys like pissing in the glasses?
Yeah, like in the urinal, there's like glasses like this.
Oh yeah,
Just on the bottom of the urinal, there's like piss in all of them.
Yeah,
It's like
it's like a race. Fill them up.
that's it. A couple of bros. Dads are lawyers.
It's literally a pissing match.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
What kind of primitive fucking behavior is that? Unsanitary. But someone's gonna have to pick
I
that
was
shit
about to
up.
say, have you guys ever
Yeah.
worked in like a bar or a nightclub or anything?
No.
No, thank fuck.
Can you imagine the fucking like shit you'd see like at the end of the night?
It's the worst aspects of society.
God
Plaster
damn
all
it.
over the walls.
Like 4 a.m. Like everyone's gone or whatever.
Some like dudes passed out in one of the stalls.
Yeah, and it's just like
All right, buddy. It's time to go home.
they would have to use some serious goddamn like bacterial. They would use like a hose for like full of bacteria,
They-
disinfectant shit.
Credit to them though, they do a fucking smashing job though. Because if you ever got into a club a bit too early, and you go for a piss, it's fucking immaculate. You'd never know. You'd never know about the destruction
Yeah.
that it suffers from every
Well, I
fucking
don't know.
weekend.
Yeah.
I've been to a club once and we were borderline the only people there, and there was already vomit in the urinal. So,
That's gnarly.
That says a lot about Clubber.
That place is gone though, isn't it?
no,
Yeah, I think it's shut down.
Didn't they
Yeah, it's
refurb-
Club Bayview now.
I never know if they're
no, it's
I
That's what it was.
I
yeah.
never know if they're refurbishing it or if they're completely shut down. I don't.
it's
yeah.
it's changed now. It's called the Avenue.
Oh, okay.
And speaking of like how people destroy bathrooms, I'm talking as though I'm like from some moral like high ground, but like I got kicked out of the Avenue for pissing off the balcony, man. Like I couldn't even piss in the toilet.
How long ago was this?
Like
Probably a couple years at
2.5
least.
years ago, I reckon.
That's not even that
3
long
years
ago, dude.
Yeah, I'm still a piece of shit, man.
You're like 2021.
Yeah.
Piss off the
He knew-
balcony.
he
What was
definitely
the
knew
thought
better.
process?
I did know better. It was kind of a moral dilemma because I was stuck on the balcony, and it's like if you've ever been there, it's like this long balcony with like a door at the very end to get back in, and there was just people fucking everywhere. And like I said, I'd wait until the last minute to piss. I like had to get out of there real quick, and I knew I couldn't navigate through all these people. I was like, I just took a gamble. You know?
What was their reaction? They're like, dude.
So no one
Come
actually
on.
saw me do it, so I thought I got away with it, and then like.
When you say pissing off the balcony, you mean like onto the street or like
Yeah.
into the corner
I had
of
a
the
look, I was
balcony?
like, is there anyone there? No. Alright, let's do
What
it.
if someone? What? Yeah. I shouldn't say what if there's someone there because none of that really matters. You just did
Yeah,
it.
I was pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
like full disclosure, as you are in these environments. Yeah, so about 5 minutes after I thought I got away with it, one of the bouncers came in and said, "You got to go, mate. You've got to go." And
So
I'm
they
like,
because they saw it from
they saw it on the cameras, and I was like, "What are you talking about? Like, I'm just hanging out." And they're like, "We got it on the cameras," and I was like, "Yeah, all right."
They didn't even say
Fair
we
enough.
saw you pissing. They're like, we got it on the cameras.
Yeah.
They're like, we all know what went down. You know what went down. Let's
Yeah.
just
Oh, man.
stop playing games here.
Yeah, they were hell chill about it, man. They could have come up and fucking grabbed me and been kind of like,
Well, at the same time, you're
shit
pissing
about
onto the public property, so
Yeah,
you
that's
didn't
true.
really do much damage to them.
Yeah.
People may have seen your cock though.
Yeah,
yeah.
kids.
That's fucked.
That's a great story, Will.
Didn't
I've never heard that one before.
one of Steve's mates throw like a chair off the balcony?
Yeah, he did.
Or like a table.
He threw a chair, yeah.
That's fucked.
That's pretty bad.
That's
like,
really
you could
dangerous.
hurt someone. Like, it's one thing to get covered in piss as you're walking down the street, but to get hit by a chair is like,
Yeah, what would you rather?
ooh. Oh,
If you're on the
every day.
street every day.
You every day
this
like to be
could
pissed
happen.
on every day? Is that what you're saying?
There's no other
Quite well.
there's no other option.
Snip
like
at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can get a super cut of that.
Soundbite.
Yeah.
It really sounds like balconies aren't a good idea for a club because people
No.
die all the time off of just like hotel balconies or their own balconies.
Yeah, they can't handle it.
So a club with alcohol and everything around it,
Yeah.
it's,
Not a good time.
it's surprising that someone doesn't die every day.
A dude, did you guys hear about that a few years ago? A dude, it was either the OBH or the CBH. Dude got fucking thrown out of a window at the top floor. Second
Sorry?
story? Yeah, it was like some kind of bikies. It's normally always bikies when there's like these super ultra violent events at bars. Yeah, they had like a confrontation, and then one of them was just like, "Well, fuck you."
It's through this like daddy's boy
Just-
out the window
Out the window, yeah,
by
he
his
died.
sweater that was tied around his
Yeah.
shoulders, neck area.
Bikies get up to a lot of mischief, man. What was that?
Mischief.
Yeah, I mean mischief. They kill each other. You know,
He's a
but
bit more than mischievous.
like that restaurant that Lewis used to work at in Subiaco. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Shout out Lewis.
Shouts out.
I know he's a regular viewer, so
Good on
you,
him.
mate. Yeah, that one. I mean, Ben Cousins regularly went to this place, so if that's any idea of what it's like, I
So
mean,
it
I
must have been
think it's
sick.
a nice restaurant. But anyway, some bikie got stabbed in there.
Jesus.
Like they're just sitting down having a nice pasta, and they're like,
Screwdriver to the neck.
yeah, boom.
That's nasty.
Mischievous bunch, those boys.
Mischievous.
Fucking, their bikes are too loud. That's my main complaint.
Yeah, you had a bit of a run in with them the other day, didn't you?
I don't know if
Running
they're
with
actual
bikies.
bikies, but they look like
They own bikes.
stereotypical bikies. They're all leather cladded,
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
attire. Very loud vroom vrooms. They pull up to the red light, and they're vroom vrooming.
Yeah.
And one like takes off and like fucks it up obviously because he almost crashes into a corner, like a house on the corner. Like he's like veering off. They're all trying to impress each other. Like you can,
Look how loud my bike is.
yeah, tiny dicks.
Yeah.
And
It's a
the
direct
last dude
correlation.
comes flying through, like trying to get through the
Splitting lanes.
split the lane because he's trying to catch up with his friends, I guess.
Wait up, guys.
And he's like, whatever you put your foot on, like the
Like
pedal
the
or
foot
whatever.
stand
Yeah,
thing,
whatever that is.
yeah.
It like clips my tire. And I can hear it like, "Woof." I thought it hit my actual car and I was like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
fucking dog. And then he like peels off down like a side road and I can't really like
Yeah.
get him because he's on his
Vroom,
two-wheel vroom vroom. And so I decided to try and chase down the other dudes.
And you realise it's a losing
they're
battle
like
pretty quick.
going through the thing and fucking dickheads. But
Did it-
I took a few deep breaths and I was like, it's all right.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. One of
That,
those
it's that
things.
guy's problem. His ego got so big he fucked up his own bike, and that's his problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a fool! These dudes veering off all over the road. It's like you got this big bike, and you got all this leather on. You should know how to handle it, surely.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't know how to like take off from the red light.
Would you
Yeah.
Would you ever own a bike these days? Motorbike?
if you'd asked me that like 4 years ago, I was like super enthusiastic
Yeah,
about
same.
it. But now I'm just like, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth
The
dying.
only kind I would buy would be just like something to cruise around on, not like
Like a moped.
not even a moped, like something less faggy,
Oh god. Like
something less Balinese,
like a what do they call them?
just like a 250cc
Oh, okay.
Honda, or something
Like
like
a
that.
Triumph. You know those ones? They're nice.
Like
Yeah,
a bike with
I like those.
with a playing card in its spokes.
With a
So
what?
it goes,
Nah, bit better.
What did you used to have on? Like, I don't know if you did, but kids used to have them on their bikes, like those little like
Reflect-
beads, and then like as you ride, it would like turn them upside down, and they would like fall down the spokes, and then
I barely had any of that
oh,
it was
yeah.
super like
What was that shit for?
I don't know, just make noise and
shit. Just annoy
so people like a cat with a bell on it, like people know when it's coming.
As
Just,
if your bike does. Oh, so you don't have to have a bell because that's lame.
Yeah, nah.
Ding
You could like void
Ding,
the
ding.
bell. Just in case anyone who's listening in like India or Portugal or
Shouts
the,
out.
the UK even.
Shouts out Cristiano.
Yeah. Bikies are not just in Australia, they're not just people that ride motorbikes. They do that too, but they're actually they're effectively like bogan gangsters that push drugs and
They do
prostitution
stab-
around the country.
They do stab things. They
Yeah.
stab
Stab
things.
So they're pretty violent blokes, and
They make friends with footy players.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
yeah, they
Corrupt
sort
them.
them out. They fix you up with all your meth. You know, if you're fucking on track to win the grand final,
Yeah.
or the Brownlow.
They'll sort you right out.
Yeah, I mean,
Jesus.
what was it like 06 the West Coast Eagles probably did they win the premiership in 06?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so they could probably credit a lot of that to the bikies because I think most like don't they say like most of the team members were
Nah, not most.
like at least 2 or 3 of them, right?
That's
like,
pretty close to all of them, yeah.
Oh, it was like 3 guys, three starting
Like,
players, like regular
The
star
only
players.
ones that are like well known is obviously Ben Cousins and like Daniel Kerr, I want to say.
What about Michael Gardner? Was he in that team?
No, he fucked off by
What
then.
about the other dude that overdosed like 2 years ago?
Daniel Chick.
No.
Was it Daniel?
Overdosed?
Yeah, so yeah, he
Like died.
overdosed at home. Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't like in that team.
Oh,
he was
you talking
Chris
about Wayne Waring?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was like from
Chris
the
Waring.
90s.
Oh, so
Yeah,
way,
he was like
way
an old
earlier.
school
And that was,
player.
Oh, okay.
that was years ago.
Yeah.
That was like
That was like when we
maybe
were in high school.
before 06.
We were in
oh,
high
no,
school.
it was like 07.
I think
maybe.
we were in high school at the time.
07, 08, I don't know, around there. But
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
yeah, RIP. But with bikies, do you think they do what they do for the pursuit of wealth? Or they just love being fucking ragamuffins?
Don't know, eh?
I don't reckon they're like trying to have an empire or anything like that. They're just like being intimidating and
But you'd have to do
throwing a
it.
bit of cash around.
The wealth would have to be a big part of it because, I mean, you're running the risk of spending your life in prison with the activities that they get up to, the drugs they're moving, the kind of violent behaviours that, you know, there's got to be a financial incentive to be like that.
If any bikies are watching / listening, then don't come to
Don't
us
kill us.
personally, but sort of message. The camera turn off.
Think so.
Just lost a bit of video there, working through a few technical issues that we're going to iron out, and it's all part of the grand plan to get this thing fucking top notch.
Tip top shape.
So we were just saying to the bikies that might be watching,
Yes.
don't like rock up to my house and stab me. Like wait until I
Yeah.
go to that restaurant and
But like
Subiaco.
email us instead and tell us what it's like to be a bikie.
That would be cool. That
Send
would
me
be
an
pretty cool.
evite to your next bikie meeting.
Yes.
You remember Catagen?
Yes.
So it was this program that, well, obviously we went to the same school. It was this program that we did in year 9. You just basically get a whole bunch of life experiences and you sort of go to school for a term in the city. One afternoon we had a guy, we went to like this hostel, like kind of like a homeless shelter, and a guy came to talk to us about like his battles with drug addiction and stuff. And part of his story was he was telling us that he used to be a bikie and got involved in like all that shady shit. And he said to us, as an initiation thing that they required him to do to prove his loyalty to the bikies, he had to beat the shit out of his brother,
Jesus.
like within an inch of his life, and he did it. Like they're like, go home, you beat the fuck out of your brother to prove that you're loyal to us, and like they want you to like separate you, like alienate yourself from your family, because that's like the only support network you've got for most people, other than your friends. They wanted him to be isolated from that and to sort of basically pledge his loyalty to them. So he did it, man.
So maybe don't contact us, and maybe fuck you.
I think like heaps of these different gangs and shit, they all have some kind of really hectic initiation, so that if you actually go ahead with it and do something like that, like beating the shit out of your brother, there's no way back for you, sort of thing. Like,
It's like you've done things that you can't.
Yeah, you're in too deep. So it's like once you've done that, then they know you're not going to be fucking.
You're not going to bitch out.
Yeah.
When they ask you to whack someone.
We actually had a initiation ritual for this podcast.
Yes. I do not remember it, but you would.
I try to forget.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it definitely prepared us for some of the heinous acts that we're committing right now.
Definitely.
Some of the things that we have to say on this podcast, man.
Good Lord.
You know?
Yeah.
It was like we had to go through Hell Week to get into this shit.
Yeah, right.
Went to
The elders.
download viruses via WinZip.
Yeah, my computer's clinging to life because I battered that thing.
Yeah, I think the only thing that went through initiation was your computer. All the fucking viruses that we put on it trying to get audio.
You're about to speak
Software.
some words before I...
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, I remember this thing ages ago. I can't remember if it was even like a real thing, but it was one of those sort of like chain letter things, but like on Facebook going around like, oh yeah, share this. And it was like, you know when you're driving at night and you see someone that doesn't have their headlights on and you flash your headlights?
Yeah.
I heard this thing. It's probably fucking fake, but just the premise is pretty fucked up and also kind of sick. Yeah, so like if you saw someone without their headlights on, you flash them, but like the people that were driving the car without the headlights on was supposedly part of this like gang, and this was like the initiation that the first person that flicks their lights up at you, you got to fucking like chase them down and like just kill them or something.
Is this like in Perth?
Yeah, well, I saw it come up on my Facebook, and they were saying like within Australia this was happening, but like you never heard of it.
I feel
actually.
like there's some sort of like fear-mongering thing.
Yeah,
like
I think
some
it was.
Today Tonight.
But
bullshit.
just the premise is pretty fucked.
I've never heard of that happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never heard of it actually happening anywhere. So that's probably,
I think that's fake news.
yeah.
It does make you think.
It's
though.
pretty fucked, yeah.
I'm not going to flash my lights to
Yeah, that's what it does though, eh?
a
Like,
car. Like
you'd rather just not do it
yeah.
and live.
I think I'll do it in general, but if I see a Commodore full of people, I'm going to be like, all right, I even know. Especially an old model
Yeah. You see that
Yeah.
bloke that got tasered by the cops the other night?
in his car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he flashed his lights. I don't know why, but he flashed his lights for some reason.
Okay, so
And then he got pulled over.
what's the big story? So he's driving along the street.
I think what he did, he sort of explains it, like there's like a whole video that you don't really see
Yeah.
put out on the news or anything. They just put like a 30-second clip. It's like a 5-minute video, and they're like saying, oh yeah, I flashed my lights at the cops to let them know that I was like, he might have been exiting somewhere or something like that, and they were maybe like in the way. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Don't know the full story, but he was like flashing his lights, just saying like that he was going to be coming that way or something. I don't know exactly, but anyway, he's flashed his lights, and the cops for some reason pulled him over for that.
Okay.
And then like the whole thing is them like telling him to like get out of his car or whatever, and he's like, why? Like I haven't done anything, I flashed my lights.
Yeah.
And then the fucking cops like pulls his taser out and is like tases him.
Yeah.
Chick in the back that's like filming, he's like, what the fuck? Like screaming,
Holy
like,
shit.
what are you doing? Like he hasn't done anything. And yeah, he ends up eventually like getting out of the car, and it's like 3 cops. And like the chick that's filming is like, I want all your names, I want your badge numbers, as people always say. Like, I feel like this badge number thing is something that someone's just made up and everyone's gone with it, because like everyone's like, what's your badge number?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so he gets out eventually, and the guy's like pointing his taser at him again, and he's like, turn around. and he sort of like starts to turn around, and the guy just fucking like the cop just like shoves him like into his fucking car.
Jesus.
Like his front of his body into the car.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's like telling him, stop resisting. He's like, I'm not fucking resisting. Like, I'm just standing here.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, they're just like real hectic. And one of the cops, she like pulls her hat off and he's like
Putting it in front of the camera, right?
putting it in front of her face because she doesn't want her face on camera. And it's like, that's a bit.
Is it because
That's
she
it, sus.
realised that everything going on is pretty fucked up?
Probably.
And she's like,
yeah.
I don't know.
And the chick that's filming's like, oh, I want like all your names. Like, you have to legally give me your names and your badge numbers. And the cop's like, no, we're not dealing with you. It's like this guy.
Yeah,
like,
that's
we
shady.
don't legally have any obligation to tell you anything. And it's like,
That's dodgy when you've got a person like a police officer who knows the law. They can exploit that, and you just got general citizens like who just, most of them don't know what the fuck's going on.
and don't know their rights.
Yeah, they don't know their rights, and it's good though because I think that sergeant who tasered the dude got stood down afterwards,
I don't think he did.
didn't he?
Like, he's on
Probation?
no, not probation. He's like something duties, like probably not out in the field,
okay,
like just
But they
at a
didn't-
station or whatever.
Right. Well, that's shit then.
And still on,
I
like,
thought
full
he'd been
pay?
Stood down.
No.
Yeah. I thought I heard something
But
about
there'd
that.
obviously be like an investigation and shit. But yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
you can't imagine that was like reasonable force, like tasing some guy that's just sitting there, like without a weapon or anything,
Yeah.
not threatening, or yeah.
I wonder if they pulled him over initially because they thought he was like flashing to like other cars coming in the opposite direction to warn.
Potentially, yeah.
Because that's the thing that happens.
Yeah.
And like, imagine if that's their response.
Yeah. I've seen like people park on Leach Highway, people park a car like in the middle median strip sort of thing between the two sides of the road with they had their boot open with a sign, like this big cardboard sign with the speed camera
Yeah.
like symbol saying like up ahead.
Yeah.
It's like these cunts.
Is that
God bless
legal
those
or
people.
that's like a loophole that you can do that?
they,
That's balls.
what, that you can advertise that
Yeah.
there's speed cameras? I don't know.
I don't know about that in particular, but I know there used to be people that would pull up next to the cameras and like fix put their bonnet up and like work on their car and stuff to like block the cameras from like being able to snap.
Oh,
them.
really? They pretend to do
And
that?
That's
I think
funny.
you can get in a bit of trouble for that.
That's like obstruction.
Yeah. But
Fuck that.
fucking heroes though,
Yeah,
eh?
those are
Love
the real
guys.
MVPs.
Because those things are not saving lives
Nah.
for the most part. Surely they're like the positions they're in. They're always like
Yeah, it's always
obviously like a
sneaky.
money trap. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
just down a hill, so
Yeah,
like you sit tight a little bit.
They have it like that and behind trees and shit where you don't see it until the last second.
Yeah.
It's like, but like, you know, fixed cameras at traffic lights. It's like they have to have a sign saying that this intersection has a speed camera or a red light camera. So why isn't it the same for when they're just setting them up? It's got to be.
It's bullshit.
What they should do is just put fucking speeding camera signs everywhere,
Yeah.
even when there's not a camera. Then people will slow down.
I got pinged by one recently on Albany Highway, and it was from behind. Like I would never have seen it, and it would have been set up to pick up traffic that was approaching it, but obviously it could also get cars going the other way that would have absolutely no idea.
Wow.
I didn't even know that was a
Fuck
thing.
that.
Yeah, fucking right on my desk there. I've got a picture. I'll show you guys after the pod. But yeah,
Do you notice like just people parking their X trails on the front lawn? That's so fucking
those
annoying.
people. There's
Like-
one on Manning Road.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking
It's
of.
like only X trails that park their cars like on
Yeah.
the curb like that, like sort
Yeah.
of facing. It's like
I think they're
you fucking
they're expanding though. I keep saying like random
Other
cars that
cars.
you would never expect to be a
Yeah.
cop car.
yeah.
Like
I saw a fucking
an
Land
SUV.
Cruiser
Yeah, I've seen SUVs.
on the cover.
Yeah. There's like mum SUV cars.
Oh God.
It's like Jesus.
Next thing you know, they have Mini Coopers.
Probably do. Worst
Something
is
to talk about in the future, I think.
worst
or
is
large Coopers.
there's they actually have like a medium sized car and it looks fucking
A medium
retarded.
Cooper.
Yeah. It's like it's the same shape but just bigger.
Like almost like a Nissan Cube, Is it Nissan?
Yeah,
Fuck those cars.
Those are fucking retarded.
Cube.
Yeah, how's that going to
Like
say?
the name,
It's literally.
the name is literally what it looks like.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a box car. It's terrible. I don't know what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that
Anyway,
shit.
yeah,
Should we call it a day?
I reckon.
Yeah, I'm mentally tired.
Good pod though. Good chat.
Hopefully, yeah. All right.
Okay.
See you later, folks.
See you next week.